What happened when you realized you almost helped a criminal escape? When I was 18, I lived in a college dorm during my freshman year. Everyone was loud, broke, and trying to figure life out. Then there was this one guy who stood out. He was almost 10 years older than the rest of us, confident, funny, and easy to talk to. He bought alcohol for parties and helped people whenever they needed something, so everyone liked him. He quickly became popular on our floor, but looking back, none of us really knew anything about his life. Whenever someone asked about his past, he laughed it off and changed the subject. At the time, it felt normal. Now it feels intentional. There were small things that seemed strange but easy to ignore. His curtains were always closed. He avoided group photos. He never mentioned family or old friends. Sometimes late at night, I saw him standing near the dorm entrance, quietly watching cars pass like he was waiting for someone, or making sure someone wasn't coming. One night around 10 p.m. during a heavy blizzard, he knocked on my door. Snow covered his jacket even though he lived in the same building. He asked if I could drive him to a gas station up the road for cigarettes. I didn't want to go because the roads were icy, but he kept insisting. He sounded nervous, not casual. The drive felt wrong from the start. He kept checking the mirrors and asking how far the next town was. Every time headlights appeared behind us, he watched them closely until they disappeared. I assumed he was just anxious about the storm. At the gas station, he rushed inside and came back quickly, scanning the parking lot before getting in. The moment he sat down, he locked the doors and told me to take a different route home. I laughed and said I only knew one way. On the way back, my car hit black ice and spun sideways across the road. Another car slid forward and lightly hit us. No one was hurt, just shaken. The other driver said she was calling the police to report the accident. The moment she said police, his face changed completely. The friendly guy disappeared. He started breathing fast and whispered, "I can't be here." Before I could respond, he jumped out and ran into a dark, snow-covered field. Within seconds, the storm swallowed him. I never saw him again. A few days later, his dorm room was empty like he had never lived there. Weeks later, someone told me he had been arrested in another state. He had been wanted for murder and had been hiding near college campuses, blending in with students so no one would suspect him. That alone shocked me, but the worst part came later. Months afterward, a campus officer casually mentioned that police had already been searching our dorm area that same evening, just minutes before he knocked on my door, which meant he didn't need cigarettes. He needed a ride. And if my car hadn't slid on that ice, I would have helped him disappear forever.